Hi!
Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for August 7th. So, let's get started.
This day in history!
On this day in history, August 7th, 1742, Revolutionary War hero Nathanael Greene was born. In January of 1781, Greene helped defeat British General Lord Cornwallis at Cowpens, South Carolina. The British retreated to Charleston, where they remained until Cornwallis surrendered to Washington at Yorktown, Virginia in October 1781. Also, on this day in 1807, Robert Fulton's steamboat, the Clermont, began chugging its way up New York's Hudson River. It made a successful round trip from New York City to Albany, a distance of 150 miles or 241 kilometers in just 32 hours. And on this day in 1904, Ralph Bunche, the African-American diplomat, was born. He spent much of his career working in the U.S. Department of State and the United Nations. From June of 1947 to August of 1949, Bunche worked on the most important assignment of his career, the conflict between the Arabs and the Jews in Palestine. After 11 months of negotiating, Bunche arranged a peace agreement between Israel and the Arab states. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his work. Today on Onward Power, we're going to talk about the phrase, "I'm on cloud 9." Now, if you're on cloud 9, it means you're very happy. Although not everyone agrees on where this saying comes from, lots of people think that it is related to the biggest, puffiest clouds in the sky called cumulus nimbus clouds. In the International Cloud Atlas, each different type of cloud is given a number. Well, those puffy, comfy-looking cumulus nimbus clouds are number 9. So imagine sitting on a big, soft cloud high up in the sky. You know, I think I'd feel pretty happy. I'd be on cloud 9.
Ooh, extreme.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what kind of bird can swim the fastest? The answer is the gentoo penguin. These remarkable creatures have been observed swimming at 17 miles an hour, or 27 kilometers per hour. Gentoo penguins are less than 2.5 feet tall, which is 75 centimeters, and they weigh about 12 pounds, or 5.5 kilograms. Gentoo penguins can only be found in Antarctica.
Health tips.
The scientific name for the kneecap is the patella. It's separate from every other bone. It works incredibly well and allows you to bend your leg back and forth. But it can be injured if it's twisted in the wrong way, side to side. That's because your knees are not built for that kind of motion. One way to protect your knees is to wear knee pads when you're on a skateboard, rollerblade, scooter, or when you're playing sports like football, basketball, or hockey. We've talked a lot about the importance of recycling paper on Earth Alert, but have you ever heard of recycling vegetable oil? Well, across the United States, there are people who are running their cars and trucks off of vegetable oil. These vehicles have special engines called diesel engines. Instead of using gas, they use a special kind of fuel called diesel fuel. Now, diesel engines can also run off vegetable oil. Before the vegetable oil can be used, it has to go through a special process to take out things in the oil that aren't good for the car, and some other ingredients are added to it. Once it goes through this process, the vegetable oil is called biodiesel, and it's ready to be added to the fuel tank, and the car is ready for a ride. Imagine getting your fuel from your kitchen instead of the gas station. Now that's cool. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.